I'm going to briefly show you how to do a saliva test. This saliva test is by Diagnostic Techs. This is to test your cortisol and DHEA levels. The best way to test our cortisol and DHEA is done through saliva. So I'm going to briefly go through this test and how to do it. First things first, I'm going to show you what the kit includes. So inside the kit, we're going to have a label to put on the outside for shipment. This kit is shipped by UPS, so here's the label. We're going to have our 5 tubes inside the kit to do our saliva samples. We have a little booklet that briefly tells you the times and how to take the samples. I open it up to the middle page because that's the most important information. We can kind of disregard the rest of the information. And we have our requisition form. Each requisition form in our kits are highlighted so you know the areas that need to be filled out. So I'm going to start with that. So here you can see this area on top is your personal information, your name, your address, things like that. Then right here we have the day that we're doing the sample. For the adrenal samples, it's done over 1 day. It's 5 samples. So we're going to put the date that we do. So example, whatever day, the Saturday that you choose or day of the week, put the date here. Then the next day is when we ship them. We're going to put that date here. Now on the back of the form, make sure to fill out this highlighted area. This is going to be the area that shows quickly the times that you take the sample, and you're going to write the exact time that you did it right on this area, and that's for all 5 samples. So let me show you how to do the samples. So what I recommend doing is let's open the little bag and take all 5 of the samples out. First things first, each one requires your name and date of birth. A little thing I like to add is somewhere near on the top, put the time that you take the sample, just in case you forget to put it on this form here, you have a backup here. So we're going to label all our tubes, ready to go. So you have 5 tubes in total, 4 of them have a cotton inside. I will show you how to do this sample. And then you have 1 tube that contains no cotton. This is called your H vial and it's a random spit sample. So like that. So briefly on our little page here shows you the times that you're going to be taking the samples. So we're going to start with the morning waking sample. So I'm going to grab that tube. This morning sample is a fasting sample. So between 6 and 8 a.m. you're going to wake up, say select 7 a.m. to do this sample. What you're going to do is rinse your mouth with water. You can drink water, no food, or any other drinks of the sort because it is a fasting sample. And you're just going to open up the top, see this little cotton, place it right underneath your tongue. You're going to let it get fully saturated. So it might take a little bit of time. You can also smell a lemon to help produce saliva. That helps, just don't eat it. Once it's fully saturated, put it right in the tube. Make sure we're labeled with the time as well. And then we're gonna grab our little bag, pop it in there, and pop this right in the fridge. The fridge, not the freezer. So our first sample is done. I recommend after the first sample, eat your breakfast or have your smoothie, coffee, whatever it is, and then an hour or 2 later we're going to go on to our next sample, this one being the random sample. This is on our H vial. So for this sample we're going to go up to the 5 ml mark, which is pretty much right at the top. This is a spit sample, so we open up the top and just spit inside. Again, things that help: drink a little bit of water or smell the lemon. Once we're up to the 5 mLs, twist it nice and tight, go in our little baggie inside the fridge. The remaining samples times are listed here. So there is a noon sample, which is between 11 and 1. You also have an afternoon, which is between 4 and 5, and you have a midnight sample, which is 10 p.m. to 12. So once you've finished up doing the rest of the cotton samples, we will take all of them, make sure they're put into the bag, labeled in the fridge. These samples will stay in the fridge overnight. So then the next day, we take our samples from the fridge, our filled out form with times and the dates, put it into our little container, the box to ship. We're gonna close the box. On the front of the box, we're gonna include our personal information again, your name and your address. And then we're just gonna stick the label right here for shipping. After you're done with that, you just go to your local UPS and send it through there. If you have any questions, please call the office. Our phone number is 954-384-8989. Thank you.